Time now for our community update this morning. Green Bay Police Chief Chris Davis joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, hard to believe, but today is already the last day of school for a lot of kids if they're not already on vacation. So, as we head into the summer break, what are some good reminders that you have for parents and kids and their families?
Well, my kids certainly appreciate that it's the last day of school. You know, we like to remind parents this time of year, the big thing is just know where your kids are and what they're doing, who they're with, and keep in mind that public spaces like parks get a lot busier this time of year. Everybody wants to be able to enjoy the park, so kind of think about your behavior in the park. Encourage your kids to be good stewards of our public spaces and be respectful of others when they're in parks. The last few years we've had lots of problems with gel blaster guns. Again, we encourage people to just leave those at home. Don't have those out in public spaces. You can get in some pretty serious trouble with those, and we don't want to see anybody get in trouble. And you know, just remember that there are lots more people out in public on the roads, and pay attention to what's going on around you.
And kind of touching on with more people out and about being on the roads, we're talking now, we don't have just cars and maybe people walking, we also have bicyclists, things like that. What are some reminders that you have about sharing the road?
Yeah, this is the time of year where we see a big increase in bicycle, pedestrian, and motorcycle traffic. And for all those vulnerable road users, we encourage people in cars to pay attention to your surroundings and watch out for bikes and motorcycles that can be a little harder to see. Don't follow too closely because those things also stop a lot faster than you do in your car. Put your cell phone down, watch your speed, and then for people on motorcycles, keep your head on a swivel and don't assume that people in cars see you. Obviously for cyclists, wear your helmet, obey all those traffic laws just like everybody else does. For pedestrians, you know, try to be visible and then try wherever possible to cross at crosswalks. The city has installed a lot of rapid flash beacons with the flashing yellow lights. Try to make use of those.
All right, perfect. And let's touch on now, the City of Green Bay is launching a new initiative focused on revitalizing and re-engaging neighborhoods. And you guys are starting with the Western Avenue neighborhood. Could you tell us about the events that are planned with that? Yeah,
this is a whole of city government program to try to really dig deep into neighborhoods where we can improve livability. And we're starting this project with Western Avenue. There's the upcoming Western Avenue, it's called the Neighbors Together for Western Block Party, June 9th at 4 p.m. Most of the activities will be at the corner of Western and Perkins, and we're encouraging residents to come out, get to know folks from different city departments, and the police department will be there, including some folks from Department of Public Works. I believe the fire service will be there. And it's just a good opportunity to get to know your neighbors, get to know some of the folks who serve your neighborhood and city government.
Absolutely. And before we go, is there anything else you just want people at home to remember as we really get into summer? A lot more activity going on outside, of course.
No, it really is just, again, we cannot emphasize enough with your kids. Know where they are and what they're doing. And then make sure you're aware of curfew. Curfew is at 10 until 6 in the morning for people under 17, and with the obvious exceptions for people coming and going to work or if they're with a parent or guardian.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks.